Alright, so if you caught my last video, you'd know that me and Ryan just rode Blue Mountain's toughest trails. And while we were in the area, we decided to head on down to Graham Hills and check out the new skills park. I've been dying to check this place out, but I knew that I haven't been jumping my bike very much lately. My new fork and I haven't been getting along that well, so I had some low expectations for what I could accomplish. So in this video, we're just going to try and clean up the blue jump line, maybe try out the black, but basically try and get the blue jump line dialed in. Of course, we started off on the green trail, which was actually more difficult than I thought it would be, which was kind of nice. The rollers turned into little tabletops that actually gave good jumping practice. After 2 warm-up laps on the green, it was time to dead sailor the first jump on the blue line. I've seen other people dead sailor this jump on their first try, and I thought it was pretty funny that I did the exact same thing. It's just kind of weird because the roll-in gives so much speed, and the berms aren't like that big on the first 2. In fact, on the second jump, you can keep more speed if you just neglect the second berm and go straight for the second jump, which is actually a lot lippier than the first one. So you kind of have to change the tactic of like how you jump it, because it's more of a bunny hop than just like a straight shooter like the first one, which kind of took me by surprise. So I've been riding this Marzocchi Bomber Z2 for about 5 months now, and I'm still not feeling super comfortable on it. So after that first attempt, I decided to change the rebound. I believe I made it a bit slower, which actually was not the thing that I should have done. It turned out that I had way too much pressure in the fork, which I don't even know how that happened. I had like 100 psi in there, which is insane. I knew that I added more pressure at some point, but I thought it was like maybe 80, and I'm supposed to be at 70, which is still way too much. But I checked it and it was 100 psi almost. So of course a few rides later I figured this out, and I lowered it back down to about 70 psi and made the rebound almost as fast as possible. And now it's feeling a lot better over like chunky trails and when I want to jump off stuff, so that's really good. But just keep that in mind now that this whole video I'm running like almost 30 psi too much in this fork, and the rebound is now slower than it ever should be for my weight and riding style. So there's an excuse for me, you know? Even though I was having some trouble with the jumps on the blue line, I felt like I could actually get a little bit of a whip going on the middle jumps, even though those were the ones that I was having trouble clearing. So that was kind of cool. They felt like the lip was just perfect for getting a little bit of a carve, and I didn't get any third person, footage of this, but it felt like I was getting a little bit of a whip going, and I think you can kind of see it with how my bars are moving and the bike is moving underneath me. So hey, throwing some stees, that's a good sign of feeling comfortable on the jumps again. So after a couple runs on the blue that felt pretty good, we decided to check out the Blackline, and I flopped pretty bad. I cleared 1 jump out of the 2 tries that I did, and people are saying that it's like Dominion, I think, from Mountain Creek, which I think I've ridden part of, but I didn't really clear very well, so I didn't really expect to get these today, and I definitely have quite a ways to go before I'm feeling comfortable on these jumps at all. But hopefully I can come back and check them out again this summer, and now that my fork is set up more appropriately, I think I'll have a better shot. Once we realized we were getting really too tired for this, we decided to call it a day and end it with 1 more blue run. And I think that this run was actually maybe the best one of the day, so I was pretty pleased with that, and looking forward to coming back to Graham Hills Skills Park sometime this summer and seeing if I can get any better. So hopefully you enjoyed watching, and remember, stay adventuring, my friends.